to formal, informal, and systemic barriers that prevent victims of sexual and gender-based violence from accessing justice. It is clear and a loud message that everyone now is listening. And everyone now, as you have heard from all those good statements delivered here this morning and afternoon, everyone cares. And we will leave no stone unturned in our pursuit to protect the vulnerable. It is a reaffirmation of our commitment to uphold the rights and dignity of every individual, regardless of their gender, social status, or background. The inauguration of the Small Claims Court in Kisumu is yet another significant milestone. This is a court for the common mwananchi, a court that recognizes that every claim, no matter how small, deserves its day in court. We recognize the significance of every dispute, every concern, and every injustice, no matter the monetary value. Ladies and gentlemen, the Small Claims Court will ensure the speedy resolution of commercial disputes by resolving those disputes of a value less than 1 million shillings within 60 days. This will enable our entrepreneurs to focus on what they do best: innovating, creating jobs, and driving economic growth. I am reminded that even the big businesses that we have started small, and were it not they were nurtured, they would not have grown. So the message we are sending to the small businesses is that we care for them, we nurture them to grow, because they are a critical cog in our drive to create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive and to spur economic growth within this Kisumu County, the Omambi County, and beyond. Our justice reforms do not end within the confines of our courtrooms. We urge each one of you, the residents of Kisumu and Omambi, to embrace our multi-door approach to access to justice. This encompasses court annex mediation and alternative justice system. One of the cases that was filed this morning left me drooping because I could see a very suitable case for the court annex mediation, a burial dispute. Somebody has died. Why can't we bury that person? There is a dispute over the burial. Why is there a dispute over the burial? This is between family members. The best forum would be to bring these family members, because we want them to live in harmony, beyond being believed they are suffering. So if we put a wedge by issuing court orders that keep them apart, they continue to grieve and to suffer. So we encourage them to embrace the court annex mediation, whereby we can talk, and they talk to each other themselves and find what is the problem. So we continue to encourage the court annex mediation as a path to resolution which promotes harmony, mutual respect, and consensus building within our people. It is a space where disputants can sit down and talk through their disagreements, and we find this most suitable for family disputes and commercial matters, steering away from adversarial litigation and fostering reconciliation and enhancing societal harmony. The alternative justice systems embody our commitment to the diverse cultural fabrics of our country. These systems provide justice rooted in local customs and traditions, providing resolutions to disputes in a very familiar and respectful context. Through the court annexed mediation and AJS, where family disputes, land disputes, and commercial disagreements can be settled amicably, they can also be settled swiftly, thereby promoting peace and harmony within our communities. Therefore, what we are calling a multi-door approach is established, not just as a theory, but we are also giving the practical ways of a living commitment to fulfilling the justice needs of our people. It opens and widens the pathways of justice, welcoming all who seek it. With these avenues, we are shaping a justice system that mirrors our values, that respects our cultural diversity, and acknowledges our shared dreams and aspirations. I urge you to participate vibrantly in the Court Users Committee, and I see that it's really working very well here in Kisumu. The CUCs are indeed central to our vision of a participatory justice system. Everybody else is struggling with public participation, but I tell them in the judiciary, they need to learn from us that every court has a court user committee. We encourage all of you to engage with these committees, to voice your concerns, and we collaboratively work towards solutions. These committees are more than just an interface between the courts and the people. They are a symbol of the commitment of what is stated in the Constitution about collaborative efforts to find solutions to our problems. Let us also remember that we all play a critical role in pursuit of justice within the court user committees. Together, we are embarking on a journey towards a judiciary that is not only accessible and efficient, but one that is keenly responsive to the justice needs of our people. Today, we are not just implementing reforms, we are making a promise to every Kenyan that the judiciary is your partner in the quest for justice. Justice does not belong to the judiciary. Justice belongs to the people. Everybody wants to experience justice. Everybody wants to experience fairness, and therefore we are all partners to deliver reliable, accessible, and resolute justice to our people. Our vision cannot be realized by the judiciary alone. It requires the combined efforts of judges, lawyers, court users, and the community at large. As we step into this new era, let us carry with us a sense of shared responsibility and unwavering commitment to justice. Embrace these changes and promote these initiatives and champion access to justice for all. We are also keen in the judiciary to collaborate with the county governments as partners in our quest to increase our footprints. We will continue working together, particularly in the area of getting land to be allocated and to develop physical infrastructure to house our courts in constituencies that do not have court stations already. We requested for land to build a court in Seme and also another constituency that I forget, but we have already engaged. Nyakach. We want a court in Nyakach. So as we embark on this transformative journey, let us remember that each of these initiatives carries not just the promise of change, but also the hopes and aspirations of our future, as it has been very well articulated by the young people who have presented here, because all of us want a fair and equitable society where all of us can live, thrive, realize our potential for ourselves and also for the future generations. Each of these steps that we are taking may look small, but they are a giant leap towards the realization of our shared dream of a Kenya where justice is not just a word, but a way of life. Until we start living justice as a way of life, that is when we will achieve what we call our utmost potential. As we launch these initiatives today, let us all make a commitment that we will be ambassadors of change. We will be advocates for justice, and we will be champions of the rule of law. Together we can achieve our shared vision. Together we can create a justice system that is a reflection of our collective aspiration. Together, I believe we can make a difference. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, my lady and my lords, let us remember that these efforts are not for us alone, but for the future generations to come. Let us strive to leave a legacy of a just society, a responsive judiciary that will continue to serve as the beacon of hope and fairness for our children and our children's children. Together, let us build the Kenya that we dream of, a Kenya that is just, a Kenya that is equitable, and a Kenya that stands tall amongst the global nations. I thank you most sincerely for coming to this event, for supporting us, especially our development partners. IDLO, you have been a very, very faithful partner. Dr. Franco coming all the way from Rome, and our sister coming also to support the SGBV, and all the partners, everybody who has put something to make sure that today becomes a success, that we have e-filing, we have SGBV.